Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ardini Wahyuni. You can call me Dini. I was born in South Bangkatu, May 2005. I studied at Nurse Academy. In this video, I will explain why English is very important for the nursing profession. Because uh, because English is very important and really needed to support work and communicate with patients from abroad. By using English fluently, we can be more confident when talking to foreigners. Apart from that, it is important to speak English the nursing profession because the instruction for medical equipment are also in English. Firstly, there in the emergency unit and emergency room with function to treat patients with emergency or life-threatening medical function. And secondly, then in intensive care. If the patient cannot be treated in a regular inpatient room, the doctor can refer him to the intensive care unit for intensive monitoring and treatment. Then the three is the pediatric intensive care unit or PICU, which aims to care for children aged 1 to 18 years. Baby who have been is discharged from hospital and need intensive care will usually be referred to this unit. Some conditions that need to be treated in PICU include heart problems, severe breathing problems due to asthma, serious infection, accident, or near drowning. The fourth is the neonatal intensive care unit or an ICU, which is hospital intensive care room for newborn baby or neonates who need special care. The baby will enter the NICU within 24 hours of birth. A number of conditions that require intensive care include premature baby, low birth weight and birth defect, and there in the intensive and 5 there is the intensive coronary care unit, which is part of the ICU, but is specifically for treating patients with heart problems. Some patients with heart problems who are treated in the ICU generally suffer from coronary heart disease, heart attack, severe heart rhythm, discord, and heart failure. The first is a stethoscope. A stethoscope is a medical instrument used to listen to the internal sound of the human body, especially sound originating from the heart and lungs. This tool and consists of the flexible tube and two air pieces that are connected to small holes at the end of tube. The second is a tensimeter. A tensimeter is a medical device that functions to measure blood pressure. It is important to have this medical device available at home, especially for people who have high blood pressure. 3. Oxygen cylinder. Oxygen cylinders are commonly used for medical therapy for sufferers of certain diseases, especially chronic diseases such as asthma, COPD, stroke, and heart failure. For blood check tool, a blood meter is a medical device used to measure a person blood pressure. This tool is also known as sphygmomanometer. A blood measuring device usually consists of a manometer, a cuff, and a pump that is used to pump air into the mask. The last one is a nebulizer. A nebulizer is medical device used to convert liquid medication or solution into fine vapor so that it can be easily inhaled to the respiratory tract, especially in cases of respiratory tract disease such as asthma, bronchitis, or emphysema. A nebulizer consists of compressor tube that produce high-pressure air containing medication, as well as a mask or funnel for inhaling the resulting medication vapor. That's all my explain. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.